was on the phone, 3 o'clock in the morning. What's up, video bloggers? How y'all doing today? Welcome to another edition of the Smoke Out. Want to apologize for not being as engaged for it as I could be, but it was my first week in San Salvador. Had to make sure I knew what I was doing here before I could really engage in the conversation. Big shout out to Hassan. Nothing wrong with being a hopeless romantic, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully one day you'll find somebody to fit that glass slippers. And to my ladies, don't give up, because there's somebody for everyone, especially you, Angie. Stop saying that you're not looking anymore. Somebody out there for everybody. We're gonna jump right into the questions today. I received 2 questions, and they were kind of on the same lines. So I'll tie them in together, and we'll knock it out. And I'm quite sure you guys will give me great feedback, like you always do. The first question, and it was almost related to the question Roy put out there, but it was actually, I just tied the 2 in together. The first one was, can a marriage survive without sex? And you can look at that from 2 standpoints. I think that short term, a marriage can survive without sex. Long term, you just have to. It's going to take a strong individual. If you're young, I personally don't think that it will survive. But like I say, to each his own. You got to be strong. If you want it to work, it will. And you also got to compromise. I mean, it depends on the situation. If you're dealing with somebody in a vegetable state that you know is not coming back, then that's a different ball game. But this particular case is that this individual is no longer attracted to their spouse. They sleep in the same house, they sleep in the same bed, but it's been 8 months since they've engaged in physical relations. And I would say that in order to maintain a healthy marriage, sex does play an important part. I mean, sex keeps the devils away. I mean, if you're being taken care of at home, there's really no reason for you to look outside your home. But on the other hand, if either party is wanting to have that fulfillment and it's not being fulfilled at home, I think it's time to talk and put it out on the table, because eventually it's going to lead to infidelity. So sex does play an important part, but it's not the main part. Like I say, you got to sit down and talk to your mate, because it can only go downhill from 8 months without being held, without being physically with your mate is terrible for anybody. So I suggest you really to put the cards out on the table and talk about your problems and bring them to the light, because for all your mate is concerned, they may be thinking that everything is okay, or they could be being satisfied elsewhere. So to keep yourself from being caught out there, I would just bring it to the table. And the second question was, are kids a reason to stay married? And I would say absolutely not, because kids can pick up on a lot of things that's going on within a household. So therefore, if the kids are the only reason why you 2 are together, then eventually they will see that. If you're not happy, that's another reason. Yeah, kids will suffer, but I have raised all of my kids from afar, basically. But you can ask them, who their father is, and they know. They respect me, they love me, they look up to me. So let's stop blaming kids as a reason for staying home, because kids, in the long run, kids will see who is to blame for the situation. If you're not happy, your kids may be happy because they really don't see the stuff that's going on behind closed doors. But I would never, ever, ever sacrifice my happiness Um, and I don't mean to sound selfish. I don't mean to sacrifice a healthy life for the sake of my kids, because uh, what happens between you and your spouse has nothing to do with your kids. And if your spouse tries to withhold your rights or privilege to see your kids, then yes, the courts can decide that. But uh, there's no reason to be unhappy in this world about anything. Um, it's just so many opportunities out there as far as jobs, finances, health, um, eating right, living right, looking right. So for anybody who's in a situation like this, I highly encourage you to not to step outside the box and look into the future and see that that situation is not a healthy situation for either party. Um, that's all I have for tonight. I'm gonna try to shoot at y'all tomorrow with a quick joke or two. I got some jokes I wanna break down to you from this week. And until next time. Oh, I forgot I ain't take a Hennessy break all night. It's not Hennessy, but it's Sky Vodka, and I drank it because it matched my shirt tonight. It ain't Hennessy, but it'll get the job done. Hey, I want to appreciate y'all for taking a hand on me. Let's keep this thing rolling, and I look forward to a video blog with y'all again. Peace.